truth is, when you're becoming the next version of yourself, it doesn't feel glamorous. It feels confusing. It feels emotional. It feels like you're being cracked open. So if you've been wondering whether the universe is prepping you again for something bigger, you're leveling up, this episode will give you the clarity that you have been asking for. Before we go into the sign, I want to share this with you because this is the part that most people misunderstand. The reason why I'm telling you these things is because right before your life upgrades, elevate, and you go into the next chapter of your life, it feels like it's crumbling. And in case you don't know what crumbling means in spirituality, it simply means that tower moment, the collapse, the pieces of your life that start falling apart. You might break up with someone. You might feel the urge to throw everything away. You might suddenly feel lost or disconnected. Your manifestation might actually not be coming through yet. We talk about this in the 21-day manifestation experience in the Reclaim Collective. And this is where most people break. They get impatient, they start doubting, and they think there is something wrong with them. But the crumbling is the limbo between who you once were and who you are becoming. It is literally the spiritual process of rebirth. There is a quote that says, "Your new life is going to cost you your old one." And not to scare you, but to prepare you. Because where you are going is a better place than you are now. And you know this at a deeper level. You receive the vision you have, the love, the success you're meant to experience. Your soul doesn't show you something that you're not capable of holding. And when we assist client privately and in our sacred community of the Reclaim Collective, this is actually where most of the work happens. Not when everything is going well, but when they are going in the underworld, is that space of limbo, the deep transformation where your old self is. My job is to be the light, the guide that walks with you, to hold you, to guide you, to remind you that you are not alone in the process. You're supported because you are never alone. And if you're here listening to this, what you are going through has meaning. You're not breaking, you're leveling up. So let's talk about the first sign that you're leveling up is this one. Your old life starts to feel too small for the person that you're becoming. Now, for example, the job no longer fulfills you. Maybe if you're a coach, then you might be feeling the need to switch your industry, to expand. That's evolving. You're not failing. The relationship doesn't match your values anymore, or friendships. Your old habits feel constricting. And what I mean old habits, like you feel like you're not that person. You don't like that food. You don't like to drink anymore, whatever that is, okay? The things you used to tolerate now feel heavy. And it's not that your life is falling apart. Okay, it's that your nervous system is just expanding and your identity is shifting, and you cannot fit into the version of you that you are outgrowing. Now, this is an energetic stretching phase. You are waking up to the truth that you are meant for more. And the moment you feel that is the moment that your old life becomes too tight, like wearing clothes that no longer fit you. And let me know in the comments if you're starting to feel this or you've felt this for quite some time. Sign 2. Emotional waves and heightened sensitivity. Now, the second sign you're leveling up is that your emotions are getting louder and louder, which means that if you already called too much, now we're getting up a notch here. You are crying more easily. You feel triggered more easily. Maybe you're even more sensitive than you normally would. You feel overwhelmed or overstimulated. You feel everything so intensely and so deeply. And again, there is nothing really wrong with you. This is not like a regression. You're not going mentally insane. This is an integration. Again, your nervous system, your energetic field, they're all changing and upgrading kind of thing. Now, let this land. When you rise into a higher level of consciousness, your body needs to release the old energy. Emotions are just energy in motion, okay? And for the hyper independent woman here who is really good at keeping it all together, may this be very clear. You have to release those emotions. They're living in your system and they have to leave your system so you can expand. So please don't shame yourself for being sensitive. This, again, is your nervous system, your higher self prepping and preparing itself to hold more. It's just leading you in a new direction, and new doesn't mean bad. More love, more money, more abundance, more success, more expansions. Now, remember this, emotions are an energy that is part of you and needs to be released. You go through this unless you feel it. Let me know in the comments if you're feeling. Sign number 3, people start dropping out of your life. Now, the third sign is that certain relationships are changing and or falling away. Now, don't get scared. We've been there. And we're here to tell you that when you start to level up, you will naturally outgrow certain people. Not everyone, but certain people who maybe thrive on chaos, drama, or stagnation. And if you're here, you're not someone who wants to remain stuck for the rest of your life. This is not an abandonment, it's an alignment. So don't get stuck in I'm losing people. It's more about you aligning with your highest timeline. Now, people who drain your energy will start feeling very exhausting. You will start noticing, oh my God, how didn't I notice this before? People who don't respect your boundaries will kind of naturally fall off, and people who are not meant to come with you into your next chapter, they will start to exit quietly. People who can't meet your next new self-worth start fading. And you will start to notice their heart and their intention, because the universe wants to let you know who can come with you and who can't. You're becoming a new energetic match. And not everyone can follow you into your next timeline. Now, I know that this can be extremely and absolutely lonely at times, but this phase always precedes soul alignment. Friendships, deeper relationships, and people who meet you in your new standards with more success, more kindness that you've ever experienced before. Let me know if you're feeling this. Sign number 3 right now. Sign number 4, you feel the pull to do things differently. The fourth sign that you are leveling up, that you feel the pull to change your habits, again, your routines or your identity. And that can come in terms of wanting to renovate your home or change your entire closet. Okay, this is more 3D physical of you wanting to take better care of your body. You're looking at the fridge and I'm gonna go through a cleanse. You crave maybe a cleaner environment. Again, you look around, you're this doesn't fit me anymore. The paintings, the wardrobe, the clothes, the shoes, you desire more peace. You stop chasing, and you start more becoming this version who wants higher standards, and you crave more emotional maturity. This is your higher self really whispering that it's time. And we're going to talk about a little bit of identity shift, which again, we do a good job of explaining and taking you through the activation in the Reclaim Collective of the 21-day manifestation experience. But to help you understand the identity shift is every upgrade begins with a shift in identity. Before the external changes, like the job, the love comes in, the money, the internal shift has to happen. And you feel the pull to really become someone upgraded. We all know what upgrading means, right? This literally could mean that you are no longer showing up a certain way in your content. If you are on social media, you feel the need to like upgrade, and you start thinking like, I don't like to speak this way. I want to create in a different way. I want to expand. And so you may feel also this like pull into being more creative. I've just went through it myself, that I'm like, I feel the need to do something differently. And I want you to know that it is okay to keep evolving. I know that there is so many coaches that honestly, they stay the same. They do the videos the same way, and I get it, consistency, don't get me wrong. We do need consistency, but also if you're not evolving, you're not growing, okay? You're just reheating the soup. That's what we say in Italy. So let me know in the comments what you're experiencing literally at this visceral level of like changing something within yourself, in your business, with your clothes, your skincare routine. And let's move into sign number 5, our last one. Sign number 5 is everything feels uncertain, but you feel ready. Okay, so there is a video that I just did where I said resistance plus excitement is your highest timeline. And this is exactly what we're going to look at. Like when you feel the uncertainty, but you feel ready. So there is resistance of like, oh my God, this is such a big leap, but like you're so excited. And that's when you're about to receive it all, because things are shifting around you and you may be afraid of the unknown. Most people feel that. Most people have this deep fear that because we are letting go of certainty. And when you're both, again, excited, nervous, this is the sweet, energetic spot that you're looking for, where most quantum leaps happen. Because uncertainty isn't a sign, again, that you're failing. It's a sign that you're entering a new frequency, and it's a sign of expansion, okay? When you're about to invest in a program, I don't know if you've ever done this, I have, and I'm like shaking and I'm like, oh my God, it's such a leap. But when I do it, I feel this rush of adrenaline of like, I'm stepping through it. I'm so certain about what I want that uncertainty just doesn't scare me at this point. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? So your soul here is guiding you into a timeline you've never experienced before. And even if you don't have the full map, but you feel that pull, the readiness and the knowing, again, that's a big yes from the universe. This is how every next level begins. And let me know if you are in this sweet spot, whether it's in your relationship or your business, your career, where you're like, oh, it's so uncertain, but I feel that I'm ready. So if any of these signs resonated, and please let me know in the comments, congratulations, because you are not stuck, you're not behind, you're not falling apart, you are leveling up. And this is one of the biggest moments of your life because you are about to receive it all. I know it's uncomfortable, but you're not alone. Let yourself expand. Let the old fall away. Feel all the feelings. Let the new version of you rise. Like, give yourself this permission slip to take that step towards the life you want. And if you want deeper support, again, guided activations, a community of powerful women rising together, you're always welcome into the Reclaimed Collective. Link in the description down below. With so much love and light, I'm so proud of you. You are on your path. And I'll see you next week. A big ciao.